Bam, we're never late. I was 1 minute late. Shit. Oh well. I gotta come up with like an intro. What do you guys think? That's really bright. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Natalie. Natalie, how are your squat lifts coming along? Good morning, Camille. Our biggest fan always. Oh man. What do you guys think? What should my opening be? I need to work on it. I can't copy Chase or Savon. Welcome back. Yeah, or bam. I gotta come with something new, something different. What's up, Aaron? Hello, hello. Oh shit. I left my coffee out there. No. I gotta come up with a commercial. I gotta come I gotta put something else on the screen. Uh-oh. I can't leave my coffee. The yawn. I know, like yeah, I know. I feel like I do yawn to start like every episode. That's probably pretty accurate. That's terrible. I shouldn't do that. But it is early, you know? Like it's like Duke, don't bark. I can't leave the screen. Duke, stop. Oh no, I found it. Yes, I thought I brought it back in here. Whew. Life would have been stop. 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 Shh. Shh. Stop. Sorry, Duke's yelling. You guys want to see Duke? Say good morning. Growl into the microphone. What? What is it? What? Shh. Okay. All right, go lay down. All right. All right. What are we talking about today? Team. Duke, lay down. Shh. Oh, okay, we got it. Crisis averted. We got the coffee. But thank you guys for saying I could have went and grabbed it. So, what happened in the world of CrossFit this week? Anything? I mean, I feel like a lot did, but maybe not. I'm not really sure. The one thing that I saw was, what's up, Ken? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Um, Coffee is an essential element, like it's required for sure. 100%. 100%. I gotta pull up. I get my screens all in line here. Did Hiller talk about anything good? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, Camille, no quarterfinal. Do you know? So there will be a quarter. It seems so far. Oh yeah, I guess we can pull that up. Coffee pods and wads. Mm, let's see. It was on around the whiteboard. Coffee is a crutch like knee sleeves. Dang, I think you just. I feel so exposed, Aaron. I think you don't. Do you think do you think Peter would flag me if I played his thing? What do you guys think? Let's see.
Okay, our first topic for today. Adam, you're closest to me, so you'll be fucking thrilled to know that you're going first, considering I haven't even looked at the questions. So
talk so
obviously, small bit of coverage over the last few days about quarterfinals this year. Some of the penalties, some of the means through which the penalties were delivered, and there's been a lot of in memoriam black and white pictures going up over the last 4 or 5 days of people who are upset at missing out. Dave Castro did his week in review the other day, and in it, he kind of hinted that things would not remain the same.
What? Oh, this is 5 months ago. I was like, what am I watching here? Fail. That was a super fail on my part. Here we go. Oh, I think this is going to be in lives. There we go. Jesus, like I've never done this before. No, he hasn't broken it up.
Hashtag wants to know, are you going to Basque? I've done one in about. I'll tell you the topics really quickly, just so while the other people talk phone speakers out at the start. We can hear you, Lucy. Okay, remove.
Yeah, bye, Lucy.
Okay. Anyway, they're your topics. Short compared to the rest. Rumors are abound that the CrossFit game. There we go. Thank you. All right. So topic number 1. Right. There's rumors are abound. God, I'm pretty short compared to the rest. Rumors are abound that the CrossFit Games season is going to run straight from, thank you, the Open to quarterfinals into which may or may not actually happen, and we might just skip quarterfinals altogether and have it open with the top one. Adrian, like, how have you not researched any of this stuff before going on the fucking show? Then we might the top 1% of the Open might go straight to an online semi-final, and then from there, 20 people will go straight to the games, with the other 20 spots being allocated to in-person events, which are basically sanctionals, but we're probably not going to be allowed to call them sanctionals, such as French Throwdown and other competitions. And there'll be 20 spots available at those, resulting in 40 people going to the CrossFit Games. So the aim, obviously, being to make the Open matter again, although they seem to have taken quite an extreme approach to that. And now we have an online semi-final potentially. These are all just rumors. And what the fuck do I know? I'm just a dickhead on a microphone. Right. So, Susa, you're first.
All right. So basically, the rumor, and then the thing that Spin found was, the rumor is that the Open will matter again. Now it matters a lot. 1% will go to an online competition, and then from that competition, the games will be decided. Seems pretty extreme. This is a good question. So it seems pretty extreme, right? Like it seems insanely extreme. The problem here is Berkshire Hathaway will always make the decision that will yield the most money. Okay. And there is no way that this yields any good amount of money. Okay. You could easily cannibalize the Open from 300 and what was the Open in 2024? Open 2024 numbers. CrossFit Open. I guess we should put CrossFit Open. So from 343,000 people, this number could cut in half. I don't think so, guys. I mean, we're talking, so every 50,000 people is $1 million. Okay. They're not going to get $5 million in licensing fees, in my opinion, because I think that they could easily cannibalize this down to 100 to 150,000 people, right? So, I mean, this number would be cut in half immediately. Now, there is the chance that Masters doesn't change at all. Masters was all online until the Masters qualifier, so Masters could look the same. This is only about individual. I don't think they could. I don't think they would do this for Master. I say that, and I have no idea, but it doesn't seem like this would benefit anyone for Masters. Okay, and so I think it will. I think we'll just have to see. But the to go from the all-inclusive Open to making the Open matter, but making the Open matter to the point that it like moves people away from wanting to do it at all, right? So I've done the Open. I've almost been to regionals on a team, and I've never been the top 1%. Maybe one year I made top 1%. I was 99 percentile. But I've been 97, 98, 96, etc. And I mean, you have to be really, really, really fit to be 99, nine, top 1%. And I just can't see them. I mean, they would just alienate so many people, right? And so on barbell spin, they talked about, oh, this is the PFAA and this is what they want. They don't care about the regular people. And I can't imagine HQ making the amount of changes needed or these kind of changes and just completely spitting in the affiliate's face because that's what this would do, right? There's definitely a way to find some happy medium to what we were doing, right? Like you could even do it as like you you take the open back to 5 weeks, quarterfinals happens the same, maybe even an online semifinal happens or whatever, but um uh maybe even an online semifinal or in person or whatever, but to take the top like, to take it from 25%, which would have included roughly 50,000 people, right, from all divisions, masters, individual, male, female, etcetera, and then go to 1%. I mean, we're talking, like, less than 2,000 males, right? Like, that's such a high percentage of people that are qualifying. It's really probably less than, like, 1,500. I mean, that's really, really high. So, I just don't think licensing fees will make it up. How does all this leak from no word? Um, let's go, since we're probably gonna talk about this. Um, how does all this leak with no word from HQ? There's always leaks in HQ, right? I think it seems as though with the amount of leaks that do come out about like rumors and season structures that there are people in HQ currently that work there that aren't aligned with their views and their um like their decision making. And so those are the people that leak, right? Like that's how all journalism works, right? So um Vicky, I don't know. So what if they do a combo of top 1% and outside event licenses? So, I mean, it seems like that's what Pedro is saying, right? Or Peter. And I don't know him well enough to call him Pedro. That seems like what Peter is saying. Um, what if they do a combo of top 1%? So, but the outside license events are how you get into those events, right? So, I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like. But I mean, we're still talking like under 1,500 males and females that it even affects at all, right? Because like to make an outside license event is harder than to make the top 1%, right? The top 1% is easier to make than it is to qualify for Wadapalooza Elite or Rogue, get invited to Rogue or, like qualify Elite for the French Throwdown. That number is really small. Now we're only talking like the top 3, 400, 500 athletes in the world, right? Depending on where you are. Um, we're going to talk about it more in detail next week with John and Travis about like potentially those Dubai rumors, but we're gonna stay here with this for now. Let me see if actually, you know what? Fuck that. Let's see if we can. Let's see if Spin let that put that article up somewhere. Mm, and we'll bring it up and I'll just read it off. Okay. Um yeah, I just can't see them alienating the entire affiliate model because that's what that would do, right? Like there's a point. It's kinda like in a running race. What's up, Slater? It's kind of like when you run a race, right? Or like you're in a run or a CrossFit workout, right? You're chasing someone, okay, and you feel like you have a chance to catch that person, okay? And so, um, and so what happens then is at some point, they call it you break the band, right? Or you break the rubber band. All right. And so that feeling of being able to catch that person that you had is now gone. All right. So they get too far ahead and your effort, your intensity, your focus, and your mindset have shifted. All right. And so when that shifts, your whole workout changes. This is breaking the band of everyone in CrossFit that is a jack like me that thought that they could make regionals, right? Or or a lower level athlete that thought they can make quarterfinals, right? So now instead of the 25%, right? So we had 25% that were excited, plus 5 to 7% from, the 68th percentile to the 74th percentile, right? That was 30% of the athletes in the CrossFit space were excited to do the open because they could do it again. They could do quarterfinals. Now you're going to take it to 1%. That means that you're only going to get basically anyone that has ever finished 93 or 94% high or higher in their respective group, right? I'm assuming this is only for individuals. I really can't imagine that this is for masters. Just because that number would be so small. Like the 1%, I don't even think there's 1% of masters for 65 plus athletes, right? So let's just assume this is individual and this isn't relevant to masters at all, which, because of the way that it's designed and the fact that it's a different company now, I can see it being a completely different structure. But the 1% just doesn't make any financial sense to anyone, not even with licensing fees, right? So say there's 10 events, they're not going to pay $100,000, guys. CrossFit events don't make money, right? Let alone paying six figures to do a licensing fee, right? Um, even if there was 20 events and $50,000, right? I don't see it. It's not going to make it up. Now, the other argument is that they don't have these semifinals to pay for, so they're making money there. Now that's a pretty valid argument, right? So they were going to however many 5 semifinals. Takes a lot of money to get people, equipment, whatever there, right? Now that amount of money could easily be like a wash, right? Like the open participation loss, quarterfinal participation sign up loss could easily be replaced with not paying for in-person semifinals. But again, we're alienating the community, right? I'm all for more in-person events. Like I think with more structure, the sanctional season could have been the play. We need 500,000 people in the open. Like that's the lifeline of CrossFit. No matter what anyone says, okay? The lifeline of CrossFit is the open, right? Like that's what brings everyone together, not the affiliate model, whatever, right? The open is why we have been so successful over the years, right? If you think about it, right? Even at 300,000. So what was last year? What did we say? 343,000 people, all right? With simple math, just simple math. If we're at 10,000 affiliates currently, we'll just give us, CrossFit, who knows how many, we'll just say 12,000, okay? Right? That gives us 30 people in every affiliate doing the open, right? Is that right? Yeah. So that's just that right there. That's bringing a large percentage of every single affiliate together doing one thing. And so the goal still always has to be from HQ or whoever is running sport to grow the open, not shrink the open. Has to be. It has to be. I can't like they have to have enough smart people at the top to know that if they cannibalize the open, then I think that hurts affiliates directly and aggressively. No matter what people say, like the open's hard and it's hard to run and manage. It is the lifeline and the glue that brings all affiliates together. And I'm very confident that that's the case. So, um, but who knows? We'll see. So usually once these rumors start coming out aggressively, HQ follows up and we start to hear whatever the season looks like. So I think we'll find out pretty soon. Um, and then we'll just, we'll audible and figure it out from there. Um, now as regarding the this like Dubai CrossFit. Let's see if I can find this article. Dubai CrossFit Championship 2025. Here we go. Found it. All right. Let's pull it up. Yeah. All right. So here's this 2025 whatever thing. Okay. All right. So we'll bring together all 28 athletes, which will have both men and women, two guest athletes, 3-week online competition, which is held in the months of February and March. Participants have to perform the Y, upload the scores. Athlete who wishes to end the CrossFit Games has to start by having, okay. All right. So little Google Translate issue. So this one says wishes to end at the CrossFit Games. The games has to start by doing the open. All right. Dubai CrossFit is 3 weeks long, which is held during the months the athletes have to perform the WODs or upload the scores. The CrossFit Games defines the open as the beginning. So now this is an interesting thing. So there is the open, right? So golf and tennis, right? So this is how the open starts, right? The US Opens. But yes, you are correct. We are directly side by side with professional athletes. And that's the community is the driver, right? No matter how much you want to separate sport and community, the community is what has created this world, right? So I agree. Nothing offers it in this capacity, certainly not. Okay. Um, so I didn't read the article. Uh, so the way that they made it seem like was that this was a completely different competition. And now the way that at least on barbell spin, and now the way that I'm reading it, that's not the case. This is definitely referring to the CrossFit Open. Okay, so this isn't another league where they're doing a different open, right? The categories include RX, individual, scaled, age groups, et cetera, et cetera. The WODs are is using by the season. First, register yourself for the CrossFit through the official website. That's the CrossFit website. So this isn't a new season or a new season structure. After the open, the athletes will take part in the next phase, which is quarterfinals. Then one will have to appear for the semifinals, and after they will advance to the final stage before reaching the games. Now to the details of the championship. You should have a look at the given article. Okay. Um, okay. All right. So categories. What are the open numbers? The WODs are named. Okay. Like this year for the first one. So how long will the championship is for 3 weeks? To be a part, you have to first do the open at the championship. Huh. This is so strange. All the athletes with aspirations advancing will have to record all the opens, right? Okay. Championship can be viewed at YouTube channel. I think this is just a semifinal. Like, I don't think this doesn't sound like what they talked about on barbell spin. Sorry, guys. I know all 21 of you are listening. Make sure to tell them that I don't think this is how it works. So there's qualifiers, and I think this is like this next, maybe this is what they were saying, kind of what John was saying, is that it's like this is like a sanctional. You have to be invited based on your sign up. And I think that's fine. Like this is totally okay, right? I think this is a great way, if this is how it's going to be, you have these like chunks of basically your regions or regionals, or you sign up for a region or a regional, and that's the where you're placed as far as your qualifying status or location, geographical location, whatever it is. I think that's okay. it sounded like that they were going to replace the Open with this Open. They think they're going to use the Open to qualify for directly to Dubai CrossFit Championship, which I think is totally fine. Now, should it be 3 weeks? No, it should definitely be 5, right? Or 2-part workouts, et cetera, et cetera. It can't be 3 weeks. It's going to be really hard to get people from the Open to semifinals. I say that, but we did it for years, but we did it with 5 weeks of the Open, right? We never did it with 3 weeks. So I think that's really important to understand. Um, so anyways, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Um, yeah, I'm excited to talk to the guys about it. Next week we'll go over it. Um, we're working on our Rogue stuff. We have a media pass, so we have a photographer and a, I don't know, we'll call him a journalist that's going to head over to Rogue, uh, and get some stuff, some B-roll, and some behind the scenes, things. And yeah, I think it'll be good. They talked about it a lot longer than I did. Um, so anywho, how was everyone's week? So, let's do this real quick. Hey guys, I just want to say thanks to our sponsors, Thirdsy. Thirdsy is the best sleep supplement on the market, right? They just changed their name actually from PM Recovery Collagen to Rest and Recovery Collagen. Um, so if you are looking for the best sleep supplement on the market, make sure to give it a scan. WODprep 15 is the QR code or the code for your checkout to get 15% off. I use it every night. I sleep pretty good, right? But I don't get a lot of sleep. So using Thirdsy helps me create efficiency within the amount of sleep that I do get. Parent to a little man, work at home, which means I'm always doing stuff for the house as well. Um, up late working, programming, etc., up early with you guys. So Thirdsy helps me get up and do these podcasts, twice a week. Maybe, you know, maybe we do really good. Maybe it gives me the opportunity to do it a little bit more. Um, but Thirdsy is how I'm able to get up and make this happen every day. So give it a scan if you guys are looking to improve your sleep without leaning on melatonin or any type of hormone disruptors. So thanks, Thirdsy. All right. What else are we talking about, team? Anything good? Anything good on the interschwebs? Hmm. Let's see. Anything on Instagram? What happened in CrossFit this week? Anything worth? Anything of value? I don't know. Oh yeah, this is a solid one. Fucking dude, what a joke. What a joke. Immediately, immediately gets caught. Dude, Sean is an absolute joke, dude. This is weird. I guess it's on YouTube. Sean Ramirez. Dude, what a jack. I can't even believe, dude. This is so wild. Oh, he went live.
I thought about is that anybody in the future who tries to say anything about, oh, it was a contaminated supplement, you don't know, they're kind of screwed. Because from what I recall, I think Sean actually had his sanction brought down.
No,
He had found something somewhere. It was brought down from 4 to 2 years. He may have been one of those individuals,
No.
but
he had 4 years.
this is the first person that's ever been caught twice.
Drug testing. Like, so that
Use
are you live?
exemptions. Because this is a funny comment. Respect the guy for doing what most will never achieve, being banned twice. Generational talent. He was almost banned 3 times for taking Adderall, but he had a TUE. And that's the thing about these masters athletes, guys. I was thinking,
I text Dave. Dave, are you serious? I submitted this last year. No, you got to do it every year. So Sevan, from you probably knew this. From that point all the way until 2018, I was on probation.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
Every 3 months.
Sevan knew that. He 100% knew that. He's just acting surprised.
I had to give them my whereabouts. I had to give
Oh
them,
yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah.
I mean, so I had to report everything to them, random drug testing. Like, so that to me,
Oh, this is an old
even
video.
if I wanted to cheat, I couldn't cheat. So
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Not even if I wanted to.
I disclosed them out and we settled
He's
out of
such
court.
a jack.
It's not like they're like, oh, we got
He's a douche. He's a douche in person too. Dude, I just can't even, like, why? Just get over it. Perfect. Thanks, Amanda. It's mainly talking about how he settled out of court with the supplement company. So he did get caught, and but he was banned for 4 years. Like, he came back 2 years ago, but he was banned in 2016. So he didn't get his sentence reduced. Like, I know he had a 4-year ban. So what happened there? I don't know. I'm not watching that whole thing. That's a long ass interview. I don't know. People are like, just get over it, dude. Don't get caught. Cheat better, right? No, is that not the thing? Do we cheat better? Is that what we should do? Let's see. Can I not see broadcasts on here? Oh, I guess not. Yes, I can. Like a supplement, like any supplement at all? Have you seen this guy? He won 4 straight CrossFit games. He was dominant in his time. 2000, like 13, 14, 16, 15, 16. Ever? Like, he's never taken a supplement? What does that even fucking mean? I don't even know what that means. I can't digest that mentally. He's taking a vitamin like fish oil? I'm pretty sure he was Progenics sponsored back in the day, so you know he did. This is what's on my feed today. Do you guys want to see? Here we go. This is high school PE in the 30s. Thoughts? Is this a good thing? We all think it's a good thing. I know that. I don't have a question there. Let's see what the comments say. It's probably not the 30s. Could this be AI? No one is fat. Propaganda. I like it. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I think that's the case for sure. Do we think it's fake? It doesn't look fake. It doesn't look very AI. I guess it could be. Anyways. I do remember PE. We used to like walk the track. Paul Saladino. Should I look that up? Oh, Carnivore MD. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see that. Here we go. Oh yeah, so I got new coffee. What's everyone drinking this morning on Friday the 25th? What's everyone got? I know everyone's got paper street. Anyone got anything new? Anyone got anything new they're trying? Again, he's a fucking douche. Whatever. Noco. Oh, I guess it's the afternoon for you. Maggie, how's your one-on-one coaching going? How's working with Nelson? So Maggie signed up for our one-on-one coaching. In case you guys didn't know, we do offer one-on-one coaching. I think she's been going for almost a month now, maybe a few weeks. I guess I can just look in her thing. Coffee with chocolate Fairlife. What? What is this? What are you, fucking John Young? What's happening here? You just put Ovaltine in your morning breakfast? What are we doing? Come on, Natalie. You're better than that. Chocolate milk in the morning? Just what's happening here? Got me some ultra dark roast. So is this just like Aaron, you stop with your elitistness over there. I don't want to hear that shit. This is a coffee show. See how it says it right there? Morning coffee. You stay there with your water. But it's still chocolate milk. I understand there's a lot of protein in it, but it is chocolate milk. There's also a copious amount of sugar in it. Ultra dark roast. Probably like bad dirt bean water, huh? Hmm. So Ken actually funny. So the research shows that like there is no limit for what we can digest in sittings. Like recent research that like the 20 to 25 grams is like it was just not, it was bad science for a long time. So it was proven that we can digest pretty much whatever as well. It'll just keep digesting over time, or it'll keep processing over time. Well, obviously we can digest anything, right? Or we would just explode. But can we process it and like create protein synthesis and like turn it into et cetera? Um, mm, just another nutrition fallacy. What is that we can or can't digest that much? Oh, my new coffee. Oh yeah, I do have a new coffee. So it's called Miss Jones. It's a friend in town. They do like pre-made, like concentrated mix, and they sell it. And I convinced her to sell me the beans, and so we made it. It's really good. It's they have like a brick and mortar. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, so this is interesting. This is where science is like it's always a struggle, right? So we're like, oh, trust the science, etc. Not even just like leaning into what Greg said or or what like their preach of like, consensus is not science, etc. But I mean this wasn't consensus, right? This was like what it was in I mean, the studies were solid and they were sound, and then they were like, let's retry it. And so it's nice it's always interesting to see when science is proven wrong. Um, with different science, right? Or progressed science, it's hard to kind of double back and be like, oh, what we believe now is accurate, right? Maybe in 10 years, the all the sugar and carb stuff and the Parkinson's and dementia correlations or causations are um disproven, right? Maybe it's not the case. So it's always tough, right? You can just go and based on what we have, but it is nice to find out that this is a false statement. Jocko is expensive. There is, buddy. What are you doing? Are you okay? What's wrong? I got Duke right here. What's it? What is it, buddy? Jocko's is expensive. Still trying to find that coffee sponsor. What do you guys think? Think someone will sponsor us one day? All 19 people. The only way they'll sponsor us is if you guys start buying our shit. So I need you guys. I need all of you to buy a bag of PM collagen with that WODprep 15 code. All right. That's what I need. That would help me out so much. Hey, what do we got? This is what we got right now. He's in my lap. I don't know what's wrong. Are you okay? Hmm? You're gonna break my wires, buddy. Oh man. Let's see. Um, hmm. Cameron's Organic Blend. Is that like a pod, Slater? I think that's like a pod, right? Slater, you save any lives this week? Slater's a firefighter, I think. Oh, we got a new training phase coming up. You guys want to hear about it? I'm going to tell you about it anyways. So I know everyone here follows like Sentinel. I support that. I think we should all follow what we want. But I'm going to talk about our training phase coming up. It starts November 4th. It's going to run through the end of the year. Let me get it pulled up here. I can't share the screen. Too much proprietary information, but we'll talk about it. All right. So, whoops. There we go. All right, so our next phase starts November 4th, and the main focuses are going to be deadlift cycle, right? Thruster strength, thruster volume, right? Some lactate clearing work and some conditioning. So we'll kind of just go over it. So basically, we have a lot of A/B weeks rolling in. Mondays, we're going to go complex work for snatch and clean and jerk, working to heavies, right? High percentage complex work. Overhead aerobic mix, so lots of handstand walk, wall walk, volume to start to prepare for the open or quarterfinals, etc. For our higher level tracks, that'll be some form of like handstand, obstacle, etc. work, and then we'll be mixing in a lot of thruster volume, like high density, bigger sets, mixed with other aerobic implements, progressing into interfering patterns, right? So it'll start with, you know, probably something that's just aerobic, right? Or just like monostructural thruster work that'll progress into a mixed modality, and that'll progress into some interfering patterns. So, oh yeah, you're doing this. And then on Tuesdays, we're going to go into some deadlift work. So it's going to be an A/B. Week ones are going to be sumo deadlift for strength. And then week 2 is going to be like high volume deadlift workouts, right? So our normal pairings that we usually see, like handstand work or some form of gymnastics. And then our building into some big gymnastic sets. And so what that means is basically just getting comfortable holding larger and larger and larger sets, right? So that'll be kind of by itself, just working something like big sets of toes to bar with a short structured rest, and try to repeat that for an extended period of time, but just getting comfortable holding bigger sets, avoiding getting away from the singles, doubles, and triples. And then a lower body muscular endurance finisher. And so what that looks like is it's going to start a little heavier and just kind of work a lot of knee flexion biased patterns. Constant fatigue. Amanda's gone through that. She knows exactly what that looks like. Amanda Fillers is one of our one-on-one athletes. And so basically it'll be sort of like an extended set of something a little heavy, something a little lighter, and then something really light, done continuously without stopping, to really build like quad muscular endurance, right? Kind of feel up all that lactate, and hopefully clear it out quick, and then kind of repeat it, sort of like isolated work, right? Like if we were going to do like drop sets of bicep curls or something like that, but for squat patterns. We rest on Wednesdays, and then in our track, because most of our athletes go like Monday, Tuesday. Uh-oh, it says my internet's gone. Oh shit, I think we're still going. I hope it didn't just die. I would cry. Let me know if I'm still on, guys. Okay, I'm still on. All right. Thursdays is going to be our thruster strength work, right? So we're really going to focus on things like squat clean thrusters and thrusters for heavy loads, for singles, triples, fives, etc. And this is going to be our CP day. And so what CP means is like creatine phosphate, so like our CP battery day. So we're going to do some heavy lifts, snatch and clean and jerk, which will alternate. So on Mondays, it'll be week A or week 1 is snatch. So then that Thursday will be clean and jerk work. And so Thursdays will be the opposite, right? So if Monday's snatch, Thursday will be clean and jerk. And what the battery work is basically taking heavy percentages of barbell works, mixing them into workouts. So it might be like using 70, 80, 85, 90% of your clean and jerk, but in a conditioning piece paired with whatever, wall balls, gymnastics, double unders, box jumps, etc., burpees. And so that will alternate week to week. Week 1s will be clean and jerk, and week 2 will be snatches. To finish the day will be some power output work on the bike, and then finishing into a lactic finisher, right? So this is like exactly what Amanda's doing currently, which is a like 50 front squats for time at a light load, right? Or 30 bar facing burpees, or 50 burpee box jump overs, right? Or it could be like 1 max unbroken set of power cleans, right? Like just something that's going to challenge you to hang on and really flood the body with lactate and try to just get that full 1 effort sprint to finish the day. Friday is going to be a bunch of lactic clearing work. So we'll be going through mixed modality stuff to make sure for generally our conditioning. And then it'll be in a 3-phase cycle. So it'll be complementary for 3 weeks, interfering for 1, and then complementary for 3, back to interfering. And so what that means is so we'll be doing some like hard bike efforts or hard row efforts or burpees or squats or handstand push-ups or whatever it is. And then in the rest period, we'll be trying to work on lactic clearing. And so basically doing an opposing movement pattern, very easy, very light, so that we can continue working on sets. And so this whole theme of our phase is volume accumulation. So we're in a big accumulation phase, trying to get comfortable holding bigger sets of barbell work, bigger sets of gymnastics, improving our way that we clear quickly, right? If you ever listen to Matt Fraser talk, he always said, if he can get 1 minute of rest, he can repeat just about anything that he does. And so that's kind of like the theme that we're going for, is trying to get comfortable holding big sets almost to failure, and then trying to find ways to improve how fast we can get back down into a working physiological response, right? So when we take a handstand push-up to failure, right, we want to try and figure out a way that we can clear the lactate, recover as fast as possible, so we can get another big set in, right? And so that's what we're working on Fridays. We're sort of working on that throughout the other parts of the week, but this is just very specific here, right? So we'll be doing that for lower body clearing, and then for an upper body clearing. And then we'll be finishing similar to our Tuesday lower body muscular endurance finisher. Friday will be for upper body, right? So week 1s will be push, right? So it'll be a lot of like something potentially like bench press, dumbbell bench press, push up, right? And so you'll do that as kind of like not even a superset. It's just like 1 continuous set and short rest, and then we'll repeat that. Then we'll go into a pull pattern. So that could be like strict pull up, banded, strict pull up, ring row, right? And we're really just trying to continue to get that muscle flood. And so similar to like the drop set feel of bodybuilding type stuff. And then Saturday will be kind of like our long conditioning. And so it'll be sort of our aerobic day. So it'll be structured as 3 to 4 sets of, it'll start at 7 minutes, and then it'll work its way up to 10 with shorter rest, right? So it'll be 7 minutes work, 3 minutes rest, 7 minutes work, 3 minutes rest for 4 sets. And then it'll work its way up to 9 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest over the weeks, times 3, right? Or times 4. And then it'll continue building its way all the way until 40 minutes, right? And so there's a little bit of structured rest there, but kind of finding that repeatable aerobic effort. And so that'll look very aerobic, complementary patterns. There'll be some gymnastics in there, but this will be kind of like our smaller sets, high transition type stuff to get there. And then there will be, when we finish writing the phase out, there'll be a strength component on this day, but we're not quite done yet. So cool. So that's our next phase. If you guys are interested in joining, I feel like I have a QR code somewhere. I don't know what that QR code does. Let's see. Maybe not. Well, it didn't do anything. Don't scan that. That was lame. I guess I can put a banner on. Create a banner. Let's see. WODprep.com/train. Let's see. Is that the right website? No, not that one. That's an old one. There's so many URLs and things. Here we go. All right. Boom. Sweet. Drop that there. Add banner. Cool. Perfect. Head over to this, or just head over to wodprep.com/programming, and then I'll pop it up too. We'll leave that on there for now. Oh, Natalie did big clean complex yesterday. It was awful after a 15-minute WOD, 1 mile run. Damn, that sucks. A 1 mile run and then burpees to a 6-inch target. I feel like that's mayhem, isn't it? I feel like I've seen that. I've seen this workout somewhere. There we go. Cool. Can I put that on the other side? No, I can't put that over there or like at the top. Anyways. What else, team? Anything? Anyone have any questions? We have call in. If anyone wants to give a call, let me know. I'll throw the number up. Jody, unacceptable. I need to put it up earlier. I need to put it up like a couple days early. It's always Monday, Friday. We're always going to do Monday, Friday, 6:30 Central. Oh, I got a sweet Yeti. I stole it from Coda during our competition, during the Iron Games. Guys, running a competition, hands down, one of the hardest things I've ever done. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah. I wouldn't mind racing around in the morning. I'm kind of like pigeon-held with like, because I have to get Bennett and take him to school. So I can't do too much, but I would love to get up, like work a little, go work out, be back. But I got to be back here so my wife can go to work. So a little bit limited. Our owner does our programming and she's a savage. You know, I've always felt that it's I don't think your ability as an athlete dictates how well you program. So I hope she programs well, but just because someone is fit doesn't mean that they program well. That's the case. I mean, we can see that in pretty much every training program on the planet. But oh man. What else? Anything new? What's everyone's plans for the weekend? What are my plans for the weekend? Oh, I have trunk or treat. Yeah. It is a fact because I'm not that fit, and humbly speaking, I am a fantastic programmer. So my former box used Mayhem. Yeah, it's calmed down a lot, you know. I think for an affiliate program, it's not that bad. It's definitely calmed down a ton. I think what a lot of boxes do is they use like the affiliate compete or freedom as their base, and that's a lot, right, for most affiliates. So the couple affiliates that I know that do use it, they use it as independents. But anyways, you should use WODprep affiliate programming. We have a fantastic program. It's very well balanced. It's for the masses. It's not for the super high competitor, right? We have the competitor version and option, but you guys should check it out. WODprep affiliate programming for sure. Shane, 5K tomorrow morning. Regret it since it's cold. I like it. Natalie, is there like a GoFundMe, Natalie? If you post it, I'll drop it in the on the banner so you guys can, maybe someone will scan and drop some money there. I did do a fun workout yesterday, and I think I won. I think I won the workout. What's up, Kevin? I went to class. It was like the first time I've worked out, like really worked out in like 2.5 weeks. Let me see. Let's see if I won. It was a good one. It was spicy as shit. Let's see. Yesterday, so it was back squats. Let's see results. Did I win? Fuck. He beat me by 2 seconds. Motherfucker. So it was, let's go, baby. Taking the boat out. I love it. Good morning, Ken. I'm glad you caught it live. Since you caught it live, you're on the hot seat. What questions do you have? What are we talking about? Oh, I think you messaged me on Instagram. All right, so all right. Chuck this up. P scores or game scoring? Oh, that's a good question. I think we talked about that last time, but I'll talk about it again. So the workout was 4-time, 100 double unders, 20 D-ball squats on the shoulder, 10 box jumps at 30, 100 double unders, 20 D-ball squats, 10 box jumps at 30, 100 double unders. And I got 656. Someone beat me by 2 seconds. Hunter, he's a lot fitter than I am. Anyways, almost won. I like winning the class workout every now and then. It's always fun. Hold on, let me share this. Share. Guys, if you're, feeling giving, where are we at? Instagram? Here we go. If you're feeling, give this QR code a scan, right? I'm assuming there'll be maybe a donation thing. Let's see. I haven't scanned it. Oh, it's a Google Doc. Oh, yeah, there's a GoFundMe page on there. This we. Oh, next. I have to click. Boom. Next. 12 pumpkin partner sit. Are you just like running around with a pumpkin? 11 goblet squats, pumpkin goblet squats. And how big's the pumpkin? That's the question. I'm all for a G pull. Are they going to hit the brakes? Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Did you ask her about Gabby? What gym are they at? Are you, Kevin, do you not live in the States? Here, I'll post the actual Google Doc link. Copy. Here we go. There we go. There's the link, Aaron, if you guys are interested in dropping. So Kevin, I gotta know. What gym? I don't even, are they in the States? I figured you were in the States. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I was probably just an assumption. You're probably in the UK. Oh, excuse me. That was super rude. Burp right in the mic. Mm. They are specimens for sure, but I fucking hope Gabby dominates her this weekend or in 2 weeks. Glass house. That's right. I knew that. I did know that. Yeah, guys. If you are, yeah, if you're feeling giving, maybe drop a scan, right? Help out a good cause, fundraiser to raise money to help a very special member of our YCF family. Come for a workout, stay for a G pull, raffles, bake sale. Dude, I love me a good bake sale. Mm-hmm. Bake sales always bring out the best. Grandma's cookies are gonna come out of nowhere. You know, that's when you just like, you know what, Metfix, I'm eating sugar today because, dude, I love me a good chocolate chip cookie. I fuck with a bake sale, that's for sure. Big time. Yeah, dude, I hope I know they won't. I know they won't because they're not about that game, but I hope CrossFit finds a way to like highlight some bad beef between Laura and Gabby and Christoph. Hoping, but they won't. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll get some beef in the CrossFit space. What do you guys think? Would you guys like that? Would you prefer beef or no beef? Do you like the whole happy-go-lucky-ness? Do you guys like the whole happy-go-lucky, or do you want some, you know what I mean? A little shit talking, a little hate. You know what I mean? Mm, it's cool. I don't know. Super double standard. I'm all about it. I'm all about at least you know. At least you admit that it's a double standard because that's a big one, but I'm all for it. I don't give a shit. I think people should talk shit. I think people should talk shit. I think they should. I think it would make it would be fun to watch. Um, you know, like I think just like a little camera in the back when they're about to walk out. You know what I mean? But see, the problem is since there's no offense defense, right? Like you don't theoretically compete directly against your opponent, right? It's like track, and so you can't affect what they do, not really, right? Um, and so it doesn't make like if that person's just fitter than you, then it doesn't matter. Then you don't really get to talk shit to that person. You know what I mean? But like with the Taylor and Chris thing, like they're so evenly matched, right? 7 workouts and they went 3-3 and then like were within seconds of the last workout. You know what I mean? Is just a um it just happened to be the really good, right? So now if Gabby's fitness can increase and her and Laura can really be on the same, you know, like on the same level, then it makes it good. But if they're not on the same level, then it doesn't really matter, right? Because you can't do anything. Like you can't like play harder, right, to beat them or anything like that. It just doesn't work like that, like football or baseball or whatever. Um, or basketball. Who fucking watches basketball? I'm all for it. I think it should happen more. Does anyone follow this guy? I feel like this guy is kind of Paul Weber.
Program that is heavily biased toward neural adaptations. This would be really helpful for getting stronger while avoiding any unwanted muscle growth. 6x3 squat jump, 15 singles of Olympic weightlifting, 6x3 explosive squatting. You're going to drive a lot of neural adaptations with that. Here's an example of a program that is heavily biased toward muscle growth. This would be if short-term strength gains aren't really a priority, you have a long runway, and the athlete really needs to grow. 3 sets of 5 to 10 RM squat, 2 sets of 10 to 20 RM squat, leg press, 1 set of 20 to 30 RM leg extension.
That's muscular endurance that we were just talking about.
That style of training is really fatiguing, but if you really need to grow muscle, then you need to take a lot of sets close to failure. Finally, here's an example program that will drive some neural adaptations and some muscle growth. This is how I program for a lot of my athletes.
Good morning.
15 sets of singles for Olympic weightlifting, 5x5 squat, 2 sets of a 5 to 10 RM squat. Olympic weightlifting is going to be higher velocity. You're getting a lot of neural adaptations with that. The 5x5 is pretty heavy and pretty far from failure on the first couple of sets, but then by...
He's annoying. He's annoying. I agree with most of the stuff that he says, but some of the stuff I think he kind of talks out of it. I don't know. I just think he's. Oh, there we go. I think he. I don't know. I think he just like digs to dig at CrossFit. He says he has a lot of science backing, but I don't really agree with some of it, to be honest. Hey guys, if you didn't know, I forgot to say this. So we release a free workout every day, right? So every day on our WODprep training. So make sure to go and follow this. Well, every day I think we rest on Thursdays. Yep. Give WODprep training a follow. Cool. It's not our normal WODprep page. This is just free workouts every single day. Old school, kind of like comp train style. But if you're just looking for, they're always short. They're always pretty manageable. And a little bit of coaching cues in there, but a free workout every single day. So give it a follow if you're looking just, maybe to get some inspiration. I thought the free workout yesterday was JY's workout. No, that fucking 100 power snatches. No, that's dumb. That shit's crazy. He's a freak. That would take me an hour. Legit. That would probably take me an hour. Yeah, I don't name it. We have a coach that loves naming workouts. I hate it. I think I hate it. I hate naming workouts. I never have named workouts ever. He loves it. He loves naming workouts. Like he tries to. Yeah, it's on Instagram. WODprep training. WODprep.training. Boom. We have a coach that loves to name workouts. This is a good question. People's thoughts on assault runners. Think of adding a third cardio machine to home. So 3 things. Okay. I don't know how many things. Let's just say it. The assault runner's footprint is ginormous. I mean, it's literally almost the size of an entire platform. Okay. All right. So that's number 1. You have to take that in consideration. Okay. Super expensive, anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, depending on, or $2,000 to $5,000. Okay. And it's nice to be able to implement a calorie biased running just for OCD type things. And then lastly is like, what's your weather? Can you just not run outside? If you can't run outside at all, or it's very inconvenient to run outside, or winter, like Gus said, here, depending on your weather, then running is the better longevity driven, and I think the more important aerobic component. It's the most important aerobic component. So if the runner will help you run year round and increase the amount of times you can run based on if there's any limitations, I suggest the runner. Now, if you can run outside and you just like the runner, right, but you can run outside without a ton of limitations, then the ski erg is definitely going to balance out your aerobic implements better, right? Whoops. And so that's my suggestion. Ski erg, if you can run outside without issues. If you can't run outside, or there's a lot of reasons why you're limited with how much you can run, then I would go with an assault runner. So, yep, good point, right? Assault runner. So there's 3 types of running. Okay. You have traditional treadmill running, which is you moving up and down on a moving surface, right? So you're not actually propelling yourself forward. Okay. Okay. Then you have ground running, which is you propelling yourself forward, right? So you're pushing off the ground and you are moving forward on a fixed surface, i.e., the ground. Okay. And then you have motorless treadmill running, which is pulling the ground under you behind you. So you're fixed and you're pulling the ground behind you, which is why the motorless treadmill blows up the hamstrings, right? Because it is an active pull behind. It is a different running style, a different physiological response, just because of yeah. So live in Canada, 4 to 5 months outside running is not great. I would say probably then get a runner. That's a long time to not run. Um, but if footprint is your biggest drawback, like it is very inconvenient to have a runner in a garage, right? Or like a shed or something, right? Like it's a huge piece of equipment, right? It's like 2 or 3 Echo bikes of equipment. So keep that in mind. But the ski erg, don't get the mount, or don't get the platform, mount it on a wall, and it takes up 4 feet. 4 feet on the wall. It's a great footprint biased piece of equipment. Hey, go lay down. I love you. Go lay down. Are you okay? What's wrong? Why are you all up in my grill? So, what's wrong, buddy? Yeah. So that's my thoughts on it. That was Duke Nerd. Bennett would not be quiet. You guys would hear Bennett. That was Duke for sure. Bennett would be in the screen 100%, like right there. Yeah. Wide open, all gas, no brakes, from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. He just walked away. What's up, Craig? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. I'll bring him on before we get off. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else good? In space, he does nap. He naps from 1 to 3 roughly every day. He's got a good 2-hour nap. He's a good sleeper, man. But he has to be a good sleeper with how intense his life is. Instagram's so weird. I feel like I should just get off social media. I really do. I thought about restarting my Instagram account. Or just like getting rid of it. Yeah, man, they played really well last night. Of course, I had Vikings D, Jordan Addison, and Justin Jefferson going. And yeah, Puka coming back really changed. Puka and Cup coming back really changed their offense aggressively, fast. And their defense played really well too. But that safety was bullshit. That safety was not a safety. That was a face mask, and they missed it big time. Not saying that would have changed the course of the game. They probably still wouldn't have made the run down the field, but it was a big. He wouldn't have traded. I talked to him about it. He was not trading Kyron. It was never happening. So, anyways, big face mask, big miss by the refs. Face mask, that something like that should be reviewable. I mean, like, because a personal foul is like targeting's reviewable. So I don't know, but it was a good game to watch. Yeah, it was bad. Like he had no time. I mean, it was interesting. He had time, but like the receivers just they were outplayed for sure. Rams won the game, 100%. Mm-hmm. Scanning through Instagram to see if there's anything worthy. Doesn't look like there is. I gotta unfollow all these people. I don't really care to see half the shit. Well, your whole team is in the hospital, so that's all you have to know. They're struggling. Football will be good this weekend. Miami plays FSU. Cam Ward. What? You just followed me? Come on. Just now? Natalie just started following me. What is that? Jeff Nippard? I don't even know what that is. Should I bring that up? Is that going to get me like Nippard? Is there a video? Please tell me there's a video. Come on. Is this it? Is there an actual video? Is this reviewed? Come on. All right, we'll go and pull it up. This looks sweet. Oh no, what happened? Is this it?
What do you guys think? You're tough guys? No, we're tough guys. Get the fuck out of here. I'm your worst fucking nightmare. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know who I am. See you later. Lieutenant, this is our worst nightmare. We better get out. What is tough about this?
In his own mind. James, you'll know about the man, the myth, the legend in his own mind, Joey Stacks. Any the Joey Stacks. So when
Come on. Is this it? I understand.
damn. Damn.
The main Jeff.
Oh, so there is a
That was
video.
Jeff, honestly, the main kind of the whole.
I just want to see the video.
I'm being strong, fucking little, but I'm strong. If I was stronger than you, dude, it's like strong doesn't matter. You still are trying to squat 6 plates. I'm not squatting 6 plates. My legs are still bigger than yours. Sadly, you do need to apply what it is that you know for people to trust you. But they got these fucking nerds.
If you trust a big guy's advice over scientific studies, that doesn't bother me. I listen to what big
Oh, I listen to this guy. I've heard him.
So as you guys
Jesus.
can see, it's really kind of confusing why anybody would be even really upset at this at all, but upset at this enough to attack somebody versus just talking things out. By all accounts that I've heard, this was completely unprovoked by Jeff. And obviously there's a pretty massive size difference between Jeff and Mike. Jeff certainly wasn't.
Dude, I would
physical
fucking
threat to
shoot
Mike.
someone in the face if
And
they
apparently
rode
Mike
at me
got
like
so
that.
butthurt about this video, he attacked the guy.
100%.
And I think one of the other things that makes this so
We would.
cringy is not only the size difference between the two, not just the reasoning for it, but also the age difference. Mike is not a kid. He's in his mid 40s. This is a grown ass, and I think kind of the poetic justice saying that what Mike did here was clearly not okay. And I mean, I side of this in this picture. This is to me in this picture of Jeff really hospitalized. And according to Jeff, that wasn't even the only time that he was hit or pushed or however he described it. So let's read Jeff's statement here. Jeff just came out about an hour ago and gave us an update from the hospital. So he was actually hospitalized. And like I said, this is a pretty big story. This was posted less than an hour ago at the time that I'm recording this video. It's already got almost 100,000 likes on this picture of Jeff in front of the CT scanning machine there, or MRI machine, I guess. So this is Jeff's statement. This is his side of the story. Here's what
You can't bring your phone into an MRI machine, by the way. Fun fact. I don't know how they got that in there. You can't bring your phone into that room.
He says, he says, if you've seen the video by now, I want to clarify the incident. First, I just want to give an update that I got a CT scan done and I'm okay. Okay, so it was a CT machine. In case you didn't see it, this is exactly what happened. And there were many witnesses, some of which who I talked to. Mike Van Wyck jabbed me in the throat twice in the middle of the gym and then shoved my cameraman. There's already a lie going around that Mike asked me to step away from him and that I didn't listen and that I approached him first. This is false, and Pure Muscle and Fitness has security footage to prove it. I think they should release it. And this is exactly what happened. As I was filming bicep curls for a YouTube short, Mike brushed by me and said, "Sup." This was our first engagement that day. I chuckled. Mike said, "Oh, are things about to get real funny?" As he walked past me. Oh, things are about to get real funny as he walked past me. I then asked him, "What did you mean by that?" And I made sure my cameraman was filming in case he tried any funny business. For again, footage to prove it. And I also want to say I really, really appreciate the outpouring of support from the community and from others. So thank you all.
Anyways, damn, that's crazy. That's wild, dude. If someone fucking throw to me like that, I don't know how you guys perceive me on this podcast, but dude, my pistol would be out. It would be bad. I would never, ever take disrespect like that. Ever. Not a fucking million years. I don't care how big they are. We'd go down swinging 100%. Oh my God. There's just like some things that like you just don't. Another reason why CrossFit is Photoshop. Oh, for the thing. No, just a small Springfield. Just a XD, just like a tiny. So I like it for just Springfield XD. I don't want to pull the gun up. I'll get done. But just the XD9. Yeah. Mainly so like if it ever came down to it, my wife could manage it, even though she'll never touch it. But theoretically she could, because it's got the like the grip safety. Which I think is important, right? Like very unlikely, that they would. No. It's just simple. We've got some hollow points on it. No, nothing special. I know people don't like that, the grip safety, but I felt like if it ever came down to it, it's just quicker, right? I wouldn't have to think of taking it off or whatever. So I don't even keep one in the chamber though. So no, I don't carry in the gym. No, I usually don't carry. I'll keep it in the truck if we're going on trips. I'll keep it in the truck if we travel. In Florida, there's no concealed laws anymore. But no, it just stays next to the bed, in a case. I say that, and I have, because the gym is kind of in a, it's basically this, but it's a 9 instead of a 40. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, I know. I need to go shoot it. No, it's just like, it's like a combo, right? Between having it in the house, my wife's comfort with it, one in the chamber, in the case, and just kind of like all of, all of those things combined, right? This is like, it's loaded. There's just not one in the chamber. So if anyone ever comes in the house, Duke's going to hear them. And so I'll have my 10 seconds to pull the hammer. So the only time I'll carry in the gym is if I'm there at like 3 or 4 in the morning, because it is like in a pretty rough part of town. And so once we turn the lights on, even if the doors are locked, I'll take it with me super early in the morning if I know I'm going to be there by myself and no one else is there. Just because it's in kind of a rough part of town. So yeah, he does. Sean's barrel's hot 100% of the time. Oh man, that episode turned out pretty good. That was good. We started flowing a little bit. Got a few more minutes. Anyone got anything else? Gus, you watching some college football this weekend? You ready to watch Miami beat that FSU ass? Let's go, baby. Miami gonna stay undefeated. I'm pumped. Oh, Bennett's waking up. All right. Cool, guys. If you got nothing else, I don't got anything else. Thanks for hanging out. Fun show. Talked about some nonsense. Well, the game's at 7, so it's a night game. This is true. But I'm hoping it doesn't happen. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. I'm nervous. I'm always nervous, right? We haven't beat FSU since like 2020 or something. She needs to, by the way. That's right. If you move to the South, they all have to respect. It's just part of the culture. It's their best. It's amazing. It's just understood. All right. Enjoy the week, guys. Have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys on Monday. And yeah, go Canes.